Father Vic de Jesus of the Society of Jesus. I'm the National Director of the Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network, otherwise known as the Apostleship of Prayer, which is now a pontifical service. And I'm happy to visit here dito sa Tagaytay SVD Laudato Si Farm. And I'd like to encourage people to pray here, first of all, for the spirituality of Laudato Si, which is to care for our common home, born out of the love of the heart of Christ, really. The statue of the Sacred Heart is over there. Love of Christ, especially for the poor who suffer most because of environmental degradation. And here we can pray. There actually, I found out there's opportunities for hermitages or places for prayer, a retreat. There's a chapel here in honor of Our Lady of the Poor, whose statue is right there, the Lady of the Poor, who appeared in Banno, Belgium. And we know that the poor are those who suffer most because of ecological devastation and extreme weather events. So it's a place really where we will see farming, we hope sustainable farming, organic farming, and there's also a fish pond here, and then so it's a place for farming, food you can eat, and faith, no? So really we celebrate the Laudato Si Desiderata of Pope Francis, no? So I congratulate the SVD community and all the benefactors of this place for making available this place for farming, food, and faith. God bless you all.
I am Father Frédéric Fornos. I am the International Director of the Pope's Prayer Network, pontifical work. I live and work in Rome, in the Vatican. This prayer network is present in 89 countries in the world, here also in Philippines. We have in charge the Pope's Prayer Intention that expresses the challenges facing humanity and the mission of the Church, a mission of compassion for the world. And that's why I am happy to be here, because in this place, really it's a place linked with Laudato Si and with the big challenges of our world. And what I was moved is to see that we have also the possibility to be close to the heart of Jesus. You have small pilgrimage here towards the Sacred Heart, and the Sacred Heart is really who help us to be reconciled, to enter into the reconciliation with the world, with all cosmos, all creation, and that's why it helps to be here to pray for this way. And as Prayer Network, I am happy that it's connected with this mission of compassion. I invite you to visit this place because it links really prayer, social and ecological issues, and all other dimensions of the faith. And it helps surely to feel that our faith is a faith connected with all creation, with this reconciliation with all creation, with the others. And the heart of Jesus could help us enter in this mission of compassion with all the world, the creation and the others. Then don't hesitate to come here to pray and to be committed in this way.
I'm Father Victor de Jesus of the Society of Jesus. I was appointed the National Director of the Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network, formerly known as the Apostleship of Prayer. And I am accompanied here by the International Director appointed by the Pope, Father Frédéric Fornos of the Society of Jesus. He's from France, but he's very... but then he has also roots in Catalan in Spain, and actually also has a Vietnamese father. So he eats rice. He likes father. And then we're also accompanied by the assistant to the international director, a vice director, that's the way. International vice director of the Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network, PWPN, AP for short. In the Philippines, we call it PWPN AP. His father's Cristobal Fones, Fones. He's Chileno, he's from Chile, and a musician, and younger than myself, much younger. Yes, and we're very happy to have visited this SVD Farm. It's our first time, even for the Filipinos, and very happy to meet the rector,
Yes.
Father Agcaracara.
Yes, ma'am.
I got to know it from word of mouth from Mrs. Nancy Ebron, who was here a couple of months ago, I'm told. Now she is the national vice president for finance of the Apostleship of Prayer in the Philippines. Well, really to bring around our two international guests who just arrived yesterday. So we had to do something touristic before all the work. So
Yes.
from Manila, we brought them here to Tagaytay. So we wanted to see the place. I'm very happy about the fact that we have a place that I'm happy to know that there's also a retreat center. I'm happy to see that there is that many people here are enjoying these here. And I'm happy to also see the chapel.
I am Father Frédéric Fornos. I am the international director of the Pope's. Then it's a pontifical work. I am in the Vatican. And I am appointed by Pope Francis since 2016. It's the first time I am here in this place.
Yes.
I am very happy because it's linked with Laudato Si, focus very important for the Holy Father.
Yes.
And also I have seen here this way to the Sacred Heart. And
Yes.
that is very important because we feel really, and we talk with the director of this place about that, because Sacred Heart is a source of all reconciliation with the creation. And the Sacred Heart is very important in the Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network. It's our spiritual basis because it helps us to enter in a mission of compassion for the world. And here in this place, we can understand that it's not only this mission of compassion for the world, but it's also this reconciliation with all creation. And that is very important for following the path of Laudato Si. And thank you a lot for this place and what we are doing.
That's a good point he made. It's not just a farm, because it's called SVD Farm.
Yes.
That's why it's SVD Laudato Si Farm, and that it has sort of little pilgrimage sites here. So that's good too. No? Like we have the shrine of the Virgin of the Poor, the shrine of the Sacred Heart, and so on.
I think it's what I have said, that it's the source of the reconciliation of all creation. And this reconciliation is also through the challenges facing humanity and the mission of the Church. Then the Pope's prayer intention that we promote every month in all the world has focus in these challenges facing humanity. And then it helps us to be more available to his mission. It's a mission of reconciliation with all creation. That's why what you are doing here, I think it's a good way for creating this in our daily life, this integration of all the dimensions of the faith.
I suppose I'm very practical. It would be nice to have little videos and little more. This I'm happy to say video about the encyclical, about what sustainable practices are, especially for the Philippines. This could be a hub for those discussions, and then really to make sure that the shrine, the fact that we have shrines here and will be much more well known. So I only thought when I heard about tree farming, organic farming, and all of that, I didn't realize it's also a place for prayer and a retreat even. So I would say keep it up, and maybe, for example, if people are interested, do they have copies of Laudato Si here? And in English and Filipino.
When I was talking about the importance of the reconciliation with all creation, that is impossible without our relationship with the others, with the social issues, and with our relationship with God. And that's why it's so important to pray and to have a place here where you can pray, because it's only changing our heart that we can also change our world. That for that prayer is the heart of all this mission.
Yeah, in addition, I'm so happy that the Our Lady is under the title of Our Lady of the Poor. Because as Laudato Si argues very clearly, those who suffer most from the environmental degradation are the poor. And it's very clear here in the Philippines, the extreme weather event. So it's a nice thing to realize that, no? That whenever we promote reconciliation, creation, ecological conversion, and so on, it is really because of the Sacred Heart's concern for the, that we be compassionate, especially to the poor and the vulnerable.